Getting a good rain today. Rainy. Today is November 11th, 2020. My name is Spencer D. Olive, and this is Birchwood Homestead. See how this goes. I'm gonna use the umbrella to protect our camera here. A little duct tape action, you know. Isn't this funny? I can just carry it, both of them. Isn't that crazy? I don't know if I'm ready. I gotta start over there at that corner. Yeah, we're gonna let them out at that corner, and then we're just going down the hill a little bit. And we're gonna spread their fruit out, and then pick up the fence and move the fence around them. Okay. That's all right. We need to leave that one there, actually. Yeah, but leave that one and then swing this around.
Oh, from the end? Oh, I didn't know. Oh, so you do that.
This.
Whoa, goodness.
Well, you guys got all wet, so let's go. Let's go see. I'm coming. I know. I do care about it getting it wet, but it's too late at this point. Well, it fell over and got wet.
So that's why you get more wet.
Yeah.
Now.
Will you hold that? Hold the phone. Thank you. Yeah. I'm just going with it right now, and we hope everything works out. And the camera doesn't get all jacked up, or the phone get jacked up, or the lens.
There we go.
Now we got our fence up, the pigs are moved, and y'all can probably barely see that. All right, let's go. I still got a couple more things to do out here.
and film the ham, and I can see film the milking.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I gotta milk you. Good girl. Good girl. Some good looking milk, huh? So we're just about to do afternoon chores. Still raining. I just wanted to take you guys around on the property a little bit just to kind of see what things are like when it's raining. I'm gonna have my little contraption here, a little umbrella on a stake, fiber post. Woo. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Good right there, kind of like that. There we go. Over here, I think. Be alright. Excuse me. They're all set up there. Now you're walking with it. Oh man. Why did I choose to do this? Let me stop right here before it gets too downhill. Be a little better. How's that? Good? Alright. We're good. Yes. Where's the little one? The little one. Okay. Try this. Oh yeah. Gotta pull up the stake. Trying to do it all. Do it all. Alright. I'm gonna leave our buckets right there for a minute. The pigs are chowing down on dinner. And I'm gonna go make an attempt at walking around the property, kind of getting a glimpse of what things look like when it's raining. Just walking down the driveway. I know I look goofy. I look goofy to my neighbors, I'm sure. It's all right. I'm sorry if there are any bumps along this adventure. I'm trying not to let the stake that I have in my hand hit the ground. We're on Braxton Lane. We own part of that over there, but then the big part is, see if we can get a shot of the house. You can see the house. That's our house right there. That's also the corner fence post to one of the pastures, well, to the main pasture, I guess. And that goes, you can go up into the front yard, right through there. And then here's our main pasture, along with the red there. You can see, I don't know if you can see our fence going across there. It's very thin, white, electric wire. We have a blackberry patch here, wild blackberry patch. All of this behind me, I'll talk about this for a second. All of this behind me right here was growing up to be blackberry bush. I wanted it to be all along this fence line down here at the bottom of our pasture next to the road. I want it to grow up and be a buffer for all of the rain that's going to come down our hill, in our pasture. I believe, fortunately for us, the way our animals have rotated this year, our water retention has gotten better uphill. So like, even if you think all water drains downhill at the same rate, it doesn't on every piece of property. Like the one that's cut over there, I imagine that one is allowing a much greater amount of water to come off of it and to come down here and then into, we have a creek right over here, maybe about a quarter of a mile down the road. So I'm a little mad that they cut this, because this was all growing up to be like that, with that stuff, and it was all along here, and they just cut it the other day. So I'm a little, sorry about that, a little ticked off. All this right here was blackberry patch for days. And so this is the edge of our property. It goes to right over there. There's a stake, and then they recently put up these caution. This one is ours, and it goes right up the fence line there, up the pasture, and that's the way we're going. I just want to check things out. I haven't looked and walked the pasture while it's been raining. And we have some good grasses growing in there still. Show you the little pond that we have up here that was not holding water. This pond up here was not holding water when we first moved here. Now it holds water. Ran the pigs through there one time for long enough. They compacted the pond, and now it's an actual pond that holds water for us. We're not using it for anything other than, I'm guessing it's slow irrigation downhill. I'm hoping that that's what's happening, you know. It stops it, doesn't go flooding down like it could. Chestnut trees are getting some good watering. Check out this view. Let's see. Aha. Probably do this. Take it down a notch. Step over. That's just to keep our goats out, basically. Not out, keep our goats in. So this is what I'm interested in right here. This is what I mostly came for right here. See our pond? See how it's flowing out this way, which is away from the house. So it's going that way. Right out that way. Right out to the pasture. That's great. Would not want it to go that way. That way is to the house. But like I was saying, this pond was not holding water. This pond was not holding water 2 years ago. And even just a year ago at this time, actually, because we didn't have the pigs at this time last year. We just got them 2020, February 2020. Isn't that crazy? We just ran them in here through this area behind me and kind of some up in the brush a little bit. And they used it during the hot summer as a bath. Keep cool. And it worked. It freaking worked. I don't know how, but it worked. We've got water. Not good looking water, but there was a shit ton of frogs up here at one point. Now I'm getting wet, so that was the pond area. And we own quite a bit of this woods, and then going back downhill this way towards the house. We make our way back to the goats. So they've been in this area quite a bit. This area used to be higher up brush, but they're working their way down slowly but surely. Actually, it's not too slowly, I guess. I mean, we've only got a couple goats, but we've got like a few acres, at least a couple acres of straight woods. And so we're walking down. As we're walking down, we're coming to our other fence line here, and our I don't want to be too hard on myself, but we've got some fruit trees and stuff planted that haven't done so well, and I planted most of them. So this area on the other side of our fence, is that even visible? You guys can see the mulberry tree. This is a mulberry. So essentially this mulberry has been the best one out of the entire food forest so far. But we've got a live peach, dead peach, a live apple, a live persimmon, a live pecan, and then a live chestnuts over there, and then possibly dead cherries, 2 of them. There's also a grapevine underneath the mulberry. This is our food forest area. There's also blueberry plants down here in the middle of this little sloping hill, and then beyond that is blackberries, a fig, asparagus. I'm not sure what happened here. This was a plum, but the rootstock I think was of a peach or something different. I'm not sure. And then these are apples. These 2, and then there's 2 more apples down there that we just planted this fall. So we're trying to do the food forest thing. I've come to understand that fruit trees from different types of stores or nurseries are not all considered equal. And that might be part of my problem, and also part of my problem is I don't know how to plant fruit trees that well. I didn't do a whole lot of special stuff like some would. Okay, so we're here at the goats barn. Made our way around the property, and I gotta get this umbrella myself and the camera under, so let's go. All right, made it back to the goat barn. Check on these goats. I think I can take you guys away from the umbrella for a minute. Crazy. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to come here. Too wet. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Is that okay with you? All right. Now we gotta run to the inside of the barn. Hope the goats didn't get out. I don't think they would have. Nope. When it rains, you can trust that the goats, well, these goats are gonna stay, because they don't like it. Hey, you are soaking wet. Soaking wet. So am I.